quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his feet. Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And another big run by the quarterback, and he's been doing it all game long. Different ways, different styles. All you know is he's over 100 yards for the game, and the defense hasn't been able to do anything about it.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Bearcats are marching down the field. The give is to Williams. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Grover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know what, this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a...
Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And the offense defense. After giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The Hawkeyes get enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Got his man. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And they spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd down, going up top. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For